Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today Disneyland dropped their Disney California Adventure Festival of Holidays Foodie Guide. Now, today is a Tuesday. This is a really random date for them to drop this. The Walt Disney World's one dropped yesterday as well. We still have no Disneyland one, and I debated putting out, waiting to put this out until we had both the Disneyland one and the Festival of Holidays one. I don't know if the Disneyland one is going to drop tomorrow on Wednesday, or if it's going to do the typical thing and drop on Thursdays. Maybe they're just trying to draw out the hype. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I decided that since I waited about an hour and there's still no Disneyland one, I decided that we're going to make two separate videos. So this is how this is going to work. This video is going to be about Disney California Adventure, both the Festival of Holidays and their regular Christmas food, as it looks like DCA's Christmas food also dropped in addition with the Festival of Holidays foodie guide. It's in the same link. And then, because we are going to Walt Disney World in just checking the time, the date, whatever, November 4th, we're leaving on the 19th. That's 15 days. 2 weeks from tomorrow. We're leaving 2 weeks from tomorrow to go to Walt Disney World. I'm also going to go through the Walt Disney World foodie guides and look at some items that we might be excited to get on the trip. And if you follow along on our daily vlogs, there will be one vlog per day. We're going for 7 days, including the travel day. There should be 8 separate videos coming out, each of them about an hour long. Okay, it's going to be the entire day. From the moment that we get up to the moment that we go to bed, you guys are going to get to follow along with us in that journey. My plan is with the travel day, the kids don't know about this Walt Disney World trip. We've still managed to keep it a secret from them. So the travel day video is also going to be the surprise reveal video. We don't know what to expect. Both Amy and I really don't know what to expect. Are they going to be like, wait, what? Are they going to be like, no, you're pulling us out of school and now I have homework? Or are they going to be like, yay! I have no idea. It could go any number of directions. And we are pulling them out a couple of days early. We're leaving on Wednesday, and school doesn't get out till Friday. So they're leaving a couple of days early, so we're really not sure how they're going to react. But we're going to see, and you guys will get to see that reaction with us as well. Anyhow, we're going to go through that. I'm going to timestamp this video, so if you don't want to watch the Walt Disney World portion, I understand, but to give you a little bit of an incentive to do so, I still have this 70th anniversary water bottle from our 70th anniversary giveaways that went unclaimed. The winner never claimed it. I mean, I gave them multiple opportunities, never claimed it. So we're going to give that water bottle away, and to be entered to win that giveaway, you're going to have to stick around through the end of the video where we share some information on how to do that. And again, that'll be during the Walt Disney World portion. But let's go ahead and without further ado, just kind of dive into this. All right, so here we are. We got the foodie guide up on Disneyland's website, actually Disney Parks Blog's website. I also wanted to say, I meant to say this earlier, and I didn't. When the Disneyland foodie guide drops, if it drops tomorrow, that is Wednesday, then it will come out on Wednesday. If it does not drop until Thursday, there will be no video tomorrow, that again being Wednesday. This will take the place of Wednesday's video. And if it drops on Thursday, the foodie guide will take the place of Friday's video. You'll still get 3 videos this week, just shifting to Monday, Tuesday, Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But if, by chance, the Disneyland one drops tomorrow on Wednesday, then that means there will be another video on Friday, and you will get a bonus video this week. So that's just kind of how we're going to play it. But here we are, Disney Eats, Disney Festival of Holidays, a Disneyland Foodie Guide 2025. Of course, right here on the thumbnail. And I did see a couple of these things because I was shocked that it dropped today. So I was looking at the announcements from Scott Gustin and Theme Park IQ. And of course, I saw this already. This is Amy's favorite item from last year's Festival of Holidays. This is the It's a macaron of some sort. I've already forgotten what it is. We're going to go down and we're going to look in the list, of course. But sticky toffee pudding. I think it was sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee pudding macaron. It was absolutely, I mean, my entire family's favorite item from last year's Festival of Holidays. So no wonder it has made the cover photo for the Festival of Holidays 2025 Foodie Guide. So we're going to look at pictures before we look at food names, all right? So we've got some sort of mac and cheese here with maybe a little bit of spicy stuff on top. Of course, these are reaction videos, so you're here to see my reactions. So I want to try to guess what things are before we actually look, of course. And I don't necessarily always am going to know, but this is the Kugel mac and cheese, I believe. We had this last year, so I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as last year. And another mac and cheese. Oh, no, that's the Kugel. And then we've got like tomatoes or something on top of the mac and cheese. Is it? Maybe it's this. Oh, you know what? It might be. Okay, I know what this is. This is they're two different ones, and then this is probably still the Kugel. And then this is the sampler where you can get one of both. That's probably what we're looking at here. So let's go ahead and check it out. Yep, holiday duets. All right, so what we have is the Al Pastor mac and cheese. So with tortilla, crumble, and cilantro. So is that what I'm looking at here? Al Pastor. Oh, so that's chicken. Okay. That's chicken on top. Al Pastor, I'm guessing. Maybe it's not chicken, but Al Pastor, whenever I think of Al Pastor, I think of chicken at Disneyland. Anyway, we have Al Pastor mac and cheese with tortilla, crumble, and cilantro. And then, yes, the savory Kugel mac and cheese with the herb breadcrumbs, sour cream, and chives. That was pretty good last year. Obviously, the Al Pastor is new, but the savory Kugel was pretty good. I think we did it in the holiday duet last year. And the holiday duet is a really good option because it lets you taste both of them for just one price. And then, of course, if you like it and you want more, go ahead and buy more. But I love the duet thing, the half portion of each mac and cheese. I think that's great. Of course, beverages. There's a lot of alcohol here, and we won't cover any of that. If I can find some non-alcoholic beverages, of course, we'll mention them. But next up, we've got a turkey leg of some sort here. Turkey leg. I don't. What is that in the background? Is that included with it? It's probably one of those meat. It's another one of those duet type things. And then, brisket. Is that brisket? You got a brisket slider. If that's the case, then that's not new. And here's probably a mule, maybe a mule, and some sort of cranberry-based drink, maybe. All right, let's go down here and take a look at what it says. It says holiday turkey leg with cranberry sauce. So what we've got up here over here is the cranberry sauce. Okay. All right. The turkey leg, I'm curious on how they're going to do this because a turkey leg, we just bought a turkey leg actually. First time we ordered a turkey leg in years. Got a turkey leg the other day at Disneyland. It'll be in an upcoming video. I'll give you a sneak peek. So remember that video that we did a couple of days ago? Where we talked about things you don't have to be worried about when visiting Disneyland. One of those things was you don't have to be worried about rides, but then we mentioned a few caveats like rides that you want to be aware of for motion sickness. Well, we decided to make an entire video over rides that you might want to skip if you have motion sickness or you're afraid of heights or have other sort of fears and things like that. So we made a spin-off video. We bought the turkey leg in that video because the turkey leg is I needed footage for our upcoming 2026 food guide. And it was $15 is what I'm getting at while I'm telling you this story. $15 for the turkey leg. And these items at Festival of Holidays usually aren't much more than $9. So I'm kind of confused. And by the way, $9 is usually expensive because they usually price these things higher. So is this turkey leg going to be $18? I have no idea, but I'm a little hesitant about this. Unless this is a smaller turkey leg than their typical turkey leg size. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this goes. The brisket slider, of course, though. It says it's also going to be available at the Studio Catering Company. It says with smoked onions, horseradish ketchup on a pretzel roll. I don't know if we got this last year. I really don't. So maybe we should this year. Again, as we're going through these foodie guides, feel free to drop comments down below and let me know what items you want us to get. Because we always have to curate a list. Whenever I do these food videos, I try to get a minimum of 8 items. And usually we're in the ballpark of about 10 10 to 11 items if we include like drinks and desserts and things. So Amy and I can usually pick out 6 to 7 on our own, but the last like 3 or 4 can tend to be hard for us to nail down. So if you drop comments below and you let us know what you're interested in seeing, it really helps us find out, first off, what you're interested in, as well as, well, just finishing out the list so that we don't have to like really think too hard on it. And then looks like for the beverages, that drink was a White Russian, salted caramel brownie White Russian. Oh no, yeah, the cranberry Christmas mule. See, I don't know my alcohol. This is why I don't comment. This is why I don't comment on alcoholic beverages. Okay, moving on. Brews and bites. Oh, chorizo fundido. Is that the chorizo fundido? It is. I can see it right down here. I don't know if it's gonna make it on your screen, but it does say chorizo queso fundido down here. Oh man, that is one of our favorite items from the the festival video. From the different food festivals that they have at Disney California Adventure. Man, I don't know if it always comes out at like Christmas. I feel like it's usually food and wine, but man, we love the chorizo queso fundido. Amy is going to be so psyched. Like, sticky toffee pudding macaron and chorizo queso fundido? Is this going to be the best Festival of Holidays ever? I don't know, but these 2 items already make it a winner in my book. The only thing that can make it better, okay, is the holiday stuffing mac and cheese, which I don't think they're doing because we already saw the holiday duets. But man, the stuffing mac and cheese was one of my favorite mac and cheeses that they've ever had, and it was usually in like my favorite things. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think we got to my favorite things yet. Let's see. We've done holiday duets, twist on tradition, and now brews and bites. And these are the names of the food booths as you are going in the park, of course. And then we've got this little guy right here. It looks like hot chocolate, maybe. Maybe it's a hot chocolate. And then that one of these, that's probably an alcoholic beverage given the cup. But this over here, I don't think so. This is probably a hot chocolate. So let's see. We've got, cookies and cream hazelnut hot cocoa. Okay. Hot cocoa by Joffrey's with cookies and cream flavors, melted chocolate, hazelnut puree, and Irish cream syrup garnished with whipped cream. All right. Amy's going to like that. I think we got it last year. It's not new. But I think we got it last year, and I think Amy liked it. I mean, maybe she'll get it again this year. This is the toss-up. So when we try to prioritize new items over old items, but yeah, I think this was good. I think Amy liked it. Grandma's recipes. Okay, so we've got looks like some sort of tamale here, and then we've got that Yule log again. Every time I see this, it always reminds me of pumpkin rolls that I usually get, of course, around this time of year, like Halloween, Thanksgiving. Pumpkin rolls. I have not had a pumpkin roll in such a long time. Of course, it also reminds me of Hostess Ho-Hos. And man, do I love me a Hostess Ho-Ho. In fact, Benjamin got some Little Debbie, like, I don't remember what they're called in Little Debbie, but the little like knockoff Ho-Hos. And he was so excited about them. And I was so excited about them when he was describing them until he pulled them out of his bag, and they were Lil Debbie knockoff Ho-Hos. And I was like, oh, nah. I'm a Ho-Ho snob. It's got to be Ho-Hos or nothing. So we got that Yule log that they're bringing back this year, and then probably another alcoholic beverage over here. So let's go. Oh, actually, no, not alcoholic beverage. It is the Cafe de Olla cold brew. They had that last year, so that's I see the cup and I can't ever tell if it's supposed to be an alcoholic beverage or not based on their. The trick is when you're in the park. So the yellow cup is like alcoholic beverage, and a clear cup is not. But on these promo photos, I can't ever tell. So we do have the Cafe de Olla. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciations on these guys. Cafe de Olla cold brew. And then we've got a barbacoa tamal de res. So that's not new. That's what this item over here was, the barbacoa tamal de res with Oaxaca cheese, tomatilla salsa, and crema. And then again, the cookie dough Yule log filled with chocolate chip cookie dough and white chocolate mousse covered with chocolate buttercream. Again, not new. So very few new items this year by the looks of it. Let's just go back up through all the items. The holiday turkey leg is new, and the Al Pastor mac and cheese is new, but everything else in 4 different food booths is all returning. They're good items, too, though. I mean, they're good items. Don't get me wrong. They're good items. Here's the pork belly from last year, and then the sticky toffee pudding macaron from last year. And I'm not going to even guess if that's alcoholic or not. And that one probably is, but I don't know. Either drink. Let's go ahead and take a look. Nope, this one is not alcoholic. It says it is a guava melon lassi, yogurt, guava nectar, rock melon, honey syrups topped with cinnamon whipped cream and honey flavored cereal. So we have some honey toast crunch up here. Is that what that is? They just they can't ever say that. But honeycombs. I think it's honeycombs. I also don't eat a whole lot of cereal, so but I know I recognize those. So they've got some cereal on top of a beverage here. It is non-alcoholic. It's not new though. It's not listed as new, but neither is the braised pork belly adobo with garlic rice or the sticky toffee pudding macaron, which has Mickey-shaped chocolate macaron filled with vanilla buttercream, date cake, and salted toffee sauce. Well, moving on. Merry Mashups. Don't remember what that is. And that looks new. I don't recall seeing that before. Interesting. Interesting. I like a lot of icing. So seeing all that icing makes me happy. I also really, really like M&Ms. So that might be a really good item for me. We'll get excited maybe more for it once I read the description. Don't know what that is. Maybe non-alcoholic? Let's hope it's non-alcoholic. If it is, maybe I'll give it a try. Don't know what that is either. Or that. But is that pineapple? I'd be pineapple on top. I'd be more interested in that if it's non-alcoholic. What do we got down here? Merry Mashups. Holiday Mash Bowl. Okay, so that's what that was. Holiday Mash Bowl. I thought that was little chicken bites. I just wasn't sure. Chicken, cheddar mashed potatoes, and turkey gravy with cranberry stuffing crunch. Not new, so we probably did get it last year. I don't remember if I liked it or not, though. Obviously, it's not sticking out in my mind. It's like oh, wow, that was so amazing. Oh, boy, talking like Mickey Mouse now. These at-home videos tend to get a little crazy sometimes, folks. I don't know why. I get a little silly in them. Maybe that's why you watch them. Some of you said, hey, are you doing those reaction videos again? We love your reaction videos. And maybe I get a little over the top. Actually, if I remember last year, some people were like, you get way too excited on these videos. Tone it down, guy. I think I'm a little over the top in these at-home videos because they're at home. And I got to make them exciting, right? So I got to give you a reason to watch. Whether you want to bash me in the comments because I'm overly excited about pictures of food or not is up to you. But this is the Holiday M&M's Eclair. Okay. Filled with milk chocolate mousse and topped with whipped ganache and M&M's milk chocolate minis. They actually said M&M's? They didn't say colored chocolate candies? But that's because they have a partnership with Mars. So anytime they have Oogie Boogie Bash. Of course, they're sponsored by Mars, and all of the candy is provided by Mars. And Disney doesn't probably pay for any of it. Mars just provides all the candy. So holiday M&Ms. Yes, they're going to actually use M&Ms. Anytime they use Oreos, they always say like with chocolate cookies and cream cookie or something. They never actually call it an Oreo, but that's probably because they don't have a relationship with Oreo. They do have a relationship with Snickers, and actually Snickers is Mars, isn't it? Maybe Snickers is Mars because they have the Snickers macaron at Food and Wine Festival. So, yeah. Beverages. Tropical Holiday Punch, pineapple, orange and lemon juices, blue raspberry syrup, and coconut puree garnish with a blue raspberry gummy candy. Okay, that is definitely this one right here, and I'll give that a try. It says it's new. I'll give it a try. Absolutely. And this is the Blue Tropical Cocktail, that one right there. That's an alcoholic beverage, and so is the next one, so we'll skip over those. And that was it. Wait, what? That was it? Oh, we went through favorite things. The pork belly adobo and the sticky toffee pudding were on favorite things. So the sticky toffee pudding macaron, definitely a favorite thing, but no stuffing mac and cheese. Yeah, so it's not the best Festival of Holidays ever. You leave off my stuffing mac and cheese. They haven't had that in like 3 years, by the way. 4 years, maybe. But it literally was one of my favorite items that they've ever had for Festival of Holidays. They've had it several years in a row, and I was super thrilled every year. And now it's just a big bit of disappointment. How many do we have here, then? How many booths are there? We've got Holiday Duets, 1. Twist on Tradition, 2. Brews and Bites, 3. Grandma's Recipes, 4. Favorite Things, 5. And Merry Mashup, 6. That's it? That's it? 6? 6 food booths? They usually have 2 by Monsters, Inc. Usually have 2 over there. And, well, maybe not for Festival of Holidays. But there's usually one inside the area, like next to Spider-Man's high-flying adventure thing. And then there's usually one right outside that area, and there's usually one a little bit further down. And then there's usually 2 on the other side of the pathway over by San Francisco. Then there's usually one back by the Grizzly River Run. And then there's one in front of Little Mermaid and one down by Golden Zephyr. That's 8. 8. If you don't include the 2 that are sometimes up by Monsters, Inc., that's 8. So we have 2 less booths this year. 2 fewer booths. We have Disney Viva Navidad. So this is the stuff that's coming to the Paradise Garden Grill. And of course, this is always part of Food and Wine Festival as well. You can use your Sip and Savor Pass for a lot of these items. Not all of them per se, but they do have, they'll have full entree sizes. And then they'll have like a sampler size. So if you use your Sip and Savor Pass, it will give you a smaller portion size of the actual entree. The actual entrees will still be in the typical Disney range of about $15, and they'll be full-sized. But the samplers, because the Sip and Savor Pass usually is only valid for like $8 and $9 items, of course, they're not going to give you a $15 item for a Sip and Savor redemption. So they give you a smaller portion size of it. So what do we got? We're just going to go through these pictures and see if anything like jumps out at me, because guessing exactly what these are, I don't know. That looks interesting. They're nachos. They got a nachos with corn there. Got this chicken dish, and then is that like a flan? And then I thought those were nuts at first. That looks like maybe like granola. I don't know. We got some strawberries and grapes in there too. All right, let's take a look at what it says. So we got tacos dorados de camarón, 2 shrimp tacos fried to a golden brown, topped with zesty slaw, salsa roja, salsa macha, and crema, served with Spanish rice and refried beans. Al pastor torta, also new, pineapple achiote marinated pork with chorizo beans, avocado spread, tomatillo salsa, cilantro, and onions, served with tortilla chips. So that's probably going to be these first 2 items. Is that the al pastor torta? Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that. Torta is kind of like a sandwich. So, yeah. I'd probably give that a try. Absolutely. And the tacos dorados de camarón. I mean, that looks good, too. They both look really good. Over here's the Esquite loaded chips. It's not new. Maybe they had it last year. And then the achiote half chicken here. And then, yeah, it is. This right here was a flan. Chocolate cake flan. And then we've got a buñuelos bionico? Buñuelos bionico. Fried tortilla chips coated in cinnamon and sugar, loaded with fresh fruit. So that's what this is. That's tortilla chips. Fried tortilla chips. Coated in sugar and cinnamon and sugar, loaded with fresh fruit, toasted coconut, sweetened condensed banana milk. Next up is the offerings throughout Disney California Adventure Park. So I'm going to put a new timestamp here for you if you're interested in just seeing what Disney California Adventure has to offer. Not that if you're watching and you've been watching the whole thing, you have no reason to push the timestamp. So I don't know why I said that out loud. Speaking of things that I should have said earlier, I bought it. You guys just saw the Disney Christmas merch video, and I bought the red Spirit jersey. I like it. I like it a lot. I just hope the gold D here doesn't fade to silver, like I've heard that the Spirit jersey from last year that had gold lettering on. Supposedly, I don't know if it's in every instance, but some instances they can fade to silver, apparently. The new iPhone, I got the new iPhone, the orange. I've heard reports that some iPhones are turning pink. Mine isn't. Mine still looks orange. I've seen the photos, so I know that it happens. Very similar. Not every single one fades, apparently. Not all of the gold lettering will turn to silver, but it can, I guess. I hope it doesn't happen to this one. But even if it does, it probably, I don't think, would look bad on the red. So that's fine, too. But I do like the red Spirit jersey. Disney California Adventure offerings. Clarabelle's hand-scooped ice cream. That's going to be this item right up here. It's a chocolate peppermint lava cake. Just to speed up this video, we aren't gonna guess on the items for here. We're just gonna look straight away. So we got the chocolate peppermint lava cake. And that looks good. Not new. Their lava cake, though, the last time we got a lava cake at Disney, it wasn't melty inside. And it's because it's not a molten lava cake, but according to Amy, since it says lava, it should be melty. and I probably agree. We probably won't get this because of that. Probably not. Churros at Hollywoodland. Cannoli churro. Okay, interesting. Might pique Amy's interest. Not really my type of thing, but she might be interested in the cannoli churro here. At Terran Treats, they have a strawberry basil churro, strawberry sauce, basil dust, and whipped topping. Basil on a churro. I don't know. You like the facial expressions, the like twitches? Basil is something that belongs on spaghetti to me. Not on a sweet. Okay, not on a churro. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody will tell me down in the comments. You should try it. Basil is actually a really fantastic seasoning on sweets. Doesn't sound good to me, but okay. Aunt Cass Cafe. Pumpkin cheesecake bread pudding. Pumpkin? Did you forget that this is Christmas? Pumpkin is for... I was going to say Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving has not happened yet. Thanksgiving is still wrapped up in this. You know, Amy showed me a meme the other day, and they had the entire calendar in November except for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of Thanksgiving week circled, and it said Christmas. And then the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of Thanksgiving had a little tiny circle around it that said Thanksgiving, and then all of December was circled as Christmas. So I even was talking with one of you in the comments on the Christmas merch video, and said that as far as you're concerned, on November 1st, Christmas begins. And I agree. We haven't decorated yet just because we were busy this last weekend. We were gone. Amy went up to Julian, which is an area where we can get some really amazing apple pies here in San Diego County. And she went up to Julian with some friends on Saturday, and then Sunday we were gone all day at Disney, so we didn't get a chance to decorate. But this coming weekend, we're not going anywhere, so the 7th and 8th, so that's our decorating weekend. We will absolutely be decorating for Christmas before Thanksgiving. We already have been watching Christmas movies. Thank you very much. If you do not agree with me, you're welcome to your opinion, but we start Christmas very early in this household. Pumpkin cheesecake bread pudding. Yeah, pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, but pumpkin is not what I think of when I think of Christmas food. We've got Rita's Turbine Blenders. They do have a non-alcoholic beverage here. Wow. A hot blueberry cider. Okay. I'm not going to be getting it, but maybe Amy might. Blueberry apple cider, it says. Okay, so they left that. Oh, you left the apple out of the title. Why? The name is Hot Blueberry Cider. The description is Hot Blueberry Apple Cider. Full stop. No extra words. Really, Disney? Just put Apple in the name. Are you like paying by the letter for your marquees? The extra couple characters are going to be too expensive for you to put in your marquee or your little festival booklets? That's probably what happened. If I'm as a graphic designer myself, somebody was probably setting up those little food booklets, and putting the word Apple in there would have caused the line to go down to another line, and that would have pushed all the text down, and then it wouldn't have fit on one page. So somebody just decided to scrub the word Apple from the title. This is me imagining what's going on behind the scenes. Cocina Cucamonga Mexican Grill. Looks like we've got a house-made orange yuzu and cranberry agua fresca. This is new. Looks interesting. Might give it a try. And then some alcoholic beverages there. Cappuccino cart. What are these all just drinks? Where's the food? It does say here cinnamon caramel apple bundt cake. We just don't have a picture of it. It's not new. Drizzled with salted caramel and filled with cream cheese frosting. At least that sounds Christmassy. It's still apple, right? But apple's Christmas. Cinnamon especially. Cinnamon caramel apple. How much more Christmassy can you get? Sounds good to me. This is a pumpkin spice horchata cold brew, though. So look at this. More pumpkin. I needed this during the Halloween season. Then Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. Always good for a seasonal pizza. Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. And if you're going to get a seasonal pizza, this is the place to do it. While Alien Pizza Planet tends to have DiGiorno pizza as their pizza, that's just not that great. I actually don't mind Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta's seasonal pizzas. They tend to be fairly decent. So we have the holiday pizza here. This is not new. We had this last year, I believe. The roasted turkey with roasted butternut squash, cranberries, arugula, fig jam, and cranberry sauce. And I do remember this being a decent option. So if you're looking for something unique and Christmassy pizza-wise, go ahead and give this a try. And then churros near Goofy Sky School, Senior Buzz Churros. Skip on through that. Smoked Jumpers Grill, spiced Cajun loaded fries. This is new. Okay. Smoked Jumpers, interesting. Looks like we've got some sausage in there. Cheddar, cheese, corn, bell peppers, Cajun fries, hot links. Ooh, spicy hot. Well, it's spicy Cajun loaded fries. Of course it's going to be spicy, Trevor. Well, okay, maybe not. I had spicy mac and cheese at Jazz Kitchen the other day, and it was not spicy. And the cast members said, I don't know, are Jazz Kitchen waitresses and waiters cast members? Because Jazz Kitchen isn't owned by Disney, so probably not. But maybe? I don't know. Anyway, they said it's a running joke among the workers that it wasn't spicy. Outdoor vending locations, blackberry cotton candy, and mint chocolate chip cotton candy. It looks like it. There we go. They just have the kids offerings, which is all the same stuff. They're just telling you what kids picks, what the kids picks are throughout the park. Okay, so there we go. That's it for the Disney California Adventure Food Guide. Now we are going to click over to the Disney World ones because I want to look at some of the things. And I'm not going to go through every single one, okay? We're not going. This isn't going to be with 31 minutes, according to my camera at the moment. 31 minutes for the Disney California Adventure stuff. My goal is to spend no more than 10 to 15 minutes looking at all this. So we're going to go quick. I'm just going to look for stuff that I'm interested in. You don't need to know every single item because you're probably not going. I'm just looking at their pictures and looking at the descriptions for something that might stand out to me that we want to try. And then you could be looking forward to us actually trying those items and seeing, how they go. Don't forget, about halfway through, there's two different food guides for this. About halfway through this Walt Disney World portion, we're going to give away this water bottle. I'm going to give you information on how to do that. So first off, we're going to start in the theme parks. Theme parks and Disney Springs. Now, we don't really... Now, look at this little guy. He's kind of cute. We don't really plan to spend a whole lot of time at Disney Springs. I don't even know if we're going to have time for Disney Springs. It all depends on the first day that we arrive. So that arrival day, we're taking a red eye. We're getting in about 7 in the morning. And then we're planning on going to a water park. But if it's cold, we're not going to a water park. We're just going to go into a park, and then we will have an off day. But if we do go into a water park because it's like 80-something degrees, then we will not have an off day in our trip, which means we will not have time for Disney Springs unless we do Disney Springs on that arrival day after the water park, but that'll have to be by ear. So I don't know. We're going to really be looking at a whole lot of this stuff, because I don't know that we're going to be interested in it. So just, I mean, that looks good. That looks good. But the rest of this just kind of looks like, I mean, that's unique. But the rest of this just kind of looks like typical average Disney treats. Walt Disney World tends to not get as decent of seasonal foods as we do. They tend to take existing food and just like put sprinkles on it or put a chocolate medallion on it and call it done. Woo! I'm usually not that impressed with Walt Disney World's seasonal foods. So we're just kind of scanning down through this looking for something that catches. That catches my eye. What is that? Peppermint bark cheesecake? Okay. Peppermint bark cheesecake. You have me. This is at Amorette's Patisserie. That's going on my list if we go to Disney Springs. You know I love cheesecake. If you've been watching this channel any number of times, you know I love cheesecake. This is a gingerbread cookie. Santa Mickey gingerbread cookie. It's probably the same one like we have at Red Rose, though, which is not that great. Then there's that cute little guy again. And that thing. Snowman pastry. Okay. I mean, all of that's at Amorette's. Coca-Cola rooftop store in the rooftop beverage bar. So they've got some little cranberry thing here. Dockside margaritas. Go past that. Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli's overpriced. We don't really eat at Ghirardelli. Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar won't be going to any of the sit-downs. So we can just skip right on past all that stuff. Joffrey's, Marketplace Snacks, okay. Sven, Reindeer, Food, Waffle, Sunday. All right, interesting. No thank you, though. Paddlefish, again, won't be doing any sit-downs. Sunshine Churro, interesting, but okay. Swirls on the Water, Mickey Gingerbread Cone, and is that a Dole Whip? Waffle Bowl with Dole Whip lime? I like lime. Coconut soft serve. Sugar tree lights, graham cracker crumbs. Where is this? Swirls on the Water. I've never even heard of Swirls on the Water. Is that new? Doing a home improvement grunt, right? Now I need to go to Disney Springs. I might have to try that. Terralina Crafted Italian. This is making my eyes water. The Ganachery. This looks good. It all looks good. Disney Springs is where it's at. When they have decent food, it's at Disney Springs. The in the theme park. What in the world? What is this? An Olaf chocolate? Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Theme parks. All right. Theme parks. Disney's Animal Kingdom. That looks good. Peppermint ganache brownie. Put that on my list. I want that guy. I want it. Peppermint ganache brownie. Cranberry cherry cheesecake pop. Put that on my list. I want it. I've had one of these types of things though before. They've had a lime cheesecake tart pop thing before in the past at Hollywood Studios, and it wasn't that great. But I give it a try. I give it a try for the channel. We'll call it science. Call it for I'll try it for science. Restaurantosaurus has a frozen hot cocoa. Amy might like that. And then some sort of sugar cookie thing that's a pass. See, this is kind of what I mean by Disney is a little uninspired with their seasonal foods. It's just an M&M cookie, chocolate chip cookie with M&Ms. I mean, okay, surprise. And then this, like, look, this is just their cinnamon roll, standard cinnamon roll from Kusafiri, and all they did was drizzle chocolate, not even chocolate, just colorful drizzle on top. Thanks, Disney. Thanks for the effort. Disney's Hollywood Studios. We've got this Linzer cookie mousse torte. Definitely give that a try. I have seen this stuff. I've looked through it quickly before. So if that reactions aren't like super great, that's why. I didn't look through all the Disney Spring stuff, so you got some reactions out of that one. But ABC Commissary. See, look, just another cupcake. This is all Disney does, is cupcakes. Cupcakes, medallions. Existing stuff with drizzles on top. Red Velvet Holiday Milkshake. Okay, I like milkshakes, so I might have to give that a try. We'll have to see. And then looks like they've got the cupcake at Rosie's All-American Cafe as well. The Trolley Car Cafe. This is a Mickey gingerbread cookie. I'm interested to see how this lines up to our gingerbread cookie here at at Disneyland. This is our first time going to Walt Disney World for Christmas since 2014? 2014. 11 years since we've been to Walt Disney World at Christmas. So, yes, all of this is new to me. I'm going to try their gingerbread cookie, of course. Amy wants to try the hot cocoa lunchbox tart from Woody's Lunchbox. And Magic Kingdom, she also wants to try this. This is the Santa Surf Shack Float Minute Maid Passion Fruit Orange Guava Juice. That's Pog! Yeah, but I hate floats. Okay, I told Amy I don't like floats. I don't like melty ice cream, and this just like gives me the feeling of melty ice cream because I don't want ice cream with runny stuff. So she can have the float. She's more than welcome to it. I might sip some of the Pog, but I don't want any of the ice cream mixed with the Dole Whip. I don't want the Dole Whip mixed with the drink. That's just me personally. Something you learn about me. Annie's Gravity's Galactic Goodies, Cold Brew, no thanks. Gingerbread Cake at Columbia Harbor House. We will probably eat here because it's about the only place that we like at Magic Kingdom. Most of the quick service food at Magic Kingdom is terrible. It's awful. We almost always leave the park to eat at Magic Kingdom. Like we don't eat at Magic Kingdom is the point. If I do eat at Magic Kingdom, it's at Columbia Harbor House. And if we eat at Columbia Harbor House, which we probably will because we're there for 2 days, we have Magic Kingdom for 2 days. We'll probably eat at least Columbia Harbor House at least once. I'll get this gingerbread cake probably just as a side dessert. I did see this item. It's like a gob. That's what we called it growing up in Pennsylvania. But it's a whoopie pie. You want to use that term for it. It's mint down here, but I also am not the biggest marshmallow person. But I do like the marshmallows in the Tigger Tail. So I'll give this a try. Absolutely willing to give it a try. I'm not the type of person who will immediately say, "Ooh, it's got marshmallow. I won't eat it." No, I'll try things. I'm always willing to try things. But if I know what I don't like, I won't eat it. So, but I don't know if I'm not going to like that or not because it's mint marshmallow. So I'll give it a try. Absolutely, 100% give it a try. Liberty Square, oh, that's the whoopie pie. Plaza Ice Cream Parlor's got a gingerbread milkshake. We've had one of those at DCA, so I'm not interested. The Plaza looks like it has some decent food. We are not going to be eating here, though, but holiday beef pot roast and a holiday turkey meatloaf. And then that's it. No more stuff at the parks. And so now we're looking at the resorts. And we're only going to mostly look at the resorts that we're likely to visit and go to, just again to keep this video shorter. Also, before we get started on this, the giveaway. How can you be entered to win this giveaway? It's a thermos, tumbler drink. It's got a spout up here, drinking spout. How can you be entered to win? You can tell me your favorite thing about Christmas at Disney. Be it Walt Disney World or Disneyland. Depends on if maybe you've never been to Disneyland, but you've been to Disney World before. Or maybe you've never been to any Disney parks, but you're watching my channel because you're planning your first trip. What's some things that you've seen or read about or heard about that you are most excited for? Drop that down in the comments, and I will pick a winner 1 week from today. Today is November 4th. That means on November 11th. We will pick a winner on November 11th. So I guess you have until Monday, November 10th at midnight to get your guesses in, or your, not guesses, but your responses in. And then on Tuesday, I will pick a winner and announce it via community post on the channel. So here we are, Disney Resorts collection, going through the Disney Resorts, Walt Disney World Resorts food. We have Barcelona Lounge. We won't be eating there. Boardwalk Deli. Boardwalk is Easy Walk from Epcot, so we might be going there. I did see this, Candy Cane Cheesecake Brownie, very high on my list. Cheesecake, I mean, okay, seriously, if you put the word cheesecake in anything, I'm probably interested. If you marry the word cheesecake to brownie, I am there all the way, 100%, okay? I love me cheesecakes and brownies, so Candy Cake Cheesecake Brownie, I'm going to have to give this a try. They also have a snowflake cinnamon roll, but that's this up here. Same thing at the Barcelona Lounge, which is their classic cinnamon roll, which is kind of dry with just some color drizzle on it and little chocolate medallions. So no thank you. And then we've got Captain Cook's in Kona Island, just another cupcake. I'm over it with Disney's cupcakes at Walt Disney World. That's all they seem to do is cupcakes. And then, what's this guy? Gingerbread brownie? Okay, that's interesting. Gasparilla Island Grill at the Grand Floridian. We are going to be going to the Grand Floridian to go to Grand Floridian Cafe as one of our sit-down meals. And so, might have the opportunity to go over there for dessert. Le Petit Cafe, this is at the Riviera. We will definitely be going over to Riviera at some point when we are at Hollywood Studios. I believe we are planning on going to the Riviera to go to Primo Piatto and eating lunch there, just because we want an excuse to use the Skyliner, and we love the Riviera Resort. In fact, small spoiler alert teaser, I have a video coming out soon talking about Disney Vacation Club and the Riviera Resort. That's all I'm going to say. That'll be coming out soon. It's the video that's supposed to come out tomorrow, but it's not going to come out tomorrow because I put this video out today, and it may come out on Friday if the Disneyland Foodie Guide drops on Wednesday. And then we got, gingerbread cookie. This can go one of two ways. This can be dry, or that chocolate layer on top could be really, really tasty. I don't know if we're going to give it a try or not, but if we give it a try, I'll be giving the cookie a try. I don't like eggnog, so definitely not going to be getting this thing. But Amy might. Amy likes eggnog, so we'll see. This is at Le Petit Cafe, obviously, but they also have this gingerbread cookie at Primo Piatto by the looks of it. Pineapple Lanai at the Polynesian. I don't think we have any occasion to go to the Polynesian this year, so probably won't do that. Roaring Fork, we currently have plans to go to Whispering Canyon for lunch or dinner one of the days because the kids love Whispering Canyon. It's their favorite place at Walt Disney World. And so maybe might check out the Peppermint Igloo at Roaring Fork, maybe not. Hard to say. Various quick service locations. Amy's interested in this, the sausage butternut squash ragu. It's available at the End Zone Food Court, which we are staying at All Star Sports for this stay. It's a budget trip, so we went with the dirt cheapest possible option, and that was All Star Sports, even over All Star Movies and Music. Sports was the cheapest one, and so End Zone Food Court, this will be available at our food court. And then it looks like they got this little Christmas tree cake thing, and that was a gingerbread cake and then a candy cane shake. Pass on those items, not really. And that was it. Okay, well, that was it. So, yeah, not actually. I feel like Disney California Adventure alone has more new food than... if you exclude Disney Springs, because Disney Springs had a lot of stuff. If you exclude Disney Springs, Disney California Adventure seems to have more food than all 4 Walt Disney World parks and their resorts combined, just based on how quickly we went through that. And I know we went a little faster, obviously, but it still felt like there was more food at DCA alone. That was it for our look at the Disney California Adventure Foodie Guide for 2025, as well as a sneak peek of some of the stuff that we may be interested in getting while we are at Walt Disney World. Don't forget to follow along with our Walt Disney World vlogs that will begin dropping... I'm not sure if it's going to drop the Friday after Thanksgiving or if I'm going to wait till the Monday, but you will get 8 videos in a row of Walt Disney World starting right around the end of November, beginning of December, and that will take you clear through mid-December. And then shortly after that, we'll start kicking off our 2026 travel guides, food guides, ride guides, and the like. Before then, we've got all of the Christmas stuff at Disneyland, too. We have at least 6 videos coming out after the 14th and 15th, and I'll be pre-working on all of those videos because they'll be coming out while we're on vacation. Those videos will already be pre-scheduled, so they'll be edited and pre-scheduled to come out while we're on vacation, but they're all being filmed on the 14th and 15th, which is actually 15th and 16th, which is opening weekend for Christmas at Disneyland. So that's Saturday and Sunday. We'll be filming all of them, and then I'll be mad editing them on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll probably be working 14-hour days. In any case, Lots of good content coming your way for Christmas, both at Disneyland and at Disney World. I hope you get excited for it. I'm excited for it, and we appreciate your enthusiasm for the channel as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. I am always happy to answer them. Click this video to check out my Disneyland Christmas merchandise videos so you can see more merch like this right here. And thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.